Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She put her tongue in her shitty ass. She came up with a bacterial disease. There's a rise of a fecal disease. Parasites in his shitty ass. Bacteria all up in his feces. Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She put his tongue in his shitty ass. His rectum's full of bacteria, parasites, and all the shitty feces. Shitty town, she went to shitty town. Put her tongue in his shitty ass. Shitty town, she like a shitty ass. She put her tongue in his shitty ass. She came up with a parasite on her tongue, with shit on her tongue. Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She went to shitty town with a bacterial. So now they're saying that you walk around putting your tongue in someone's ass, it's a possibility that you're gonna come back with a parasite in your mouth or in your digestive system. So now they're running around saying, listen, there's some warning signs out here. Stop putting your tongue in the crack of that man's ass, because that man is carrying bacteria and parasites in his feces. So when you are putting your tongue and you're spreading his cheeks and putting your tongue in his rectum, you are actually devouring and ingesting a parasite in his feces, and you're swallowing it, and you're eating the booty again like groceries. How many times I gotta tell y'all? Keep your tongue out that shitty ass. Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She put her tongue in a shitty ass. She came up with bacterial feces, okay? Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She put her tongue in a shitty ass. She came up with a bacterial feces, a parasite. Nobody know what what species. Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She went to shitty town, all right. All right, so there's a rise on the bacterial parasite feces of eating the booty like groceries. Everybody beware. Stop putting your tongue in someone's ass. It's a shitty ass world, okay? And you're going to have to make some shitty ass decisions, because we got to have a shitty ass talk, okay? So when you know when you're putting your tongue in someone's ass, beware that you're going to have some shitty shit bacteria in your mouth, okay? So when you want to go to shitty town and putting your tongue in a shitty ass, okay? You need to know the consequences that come along with it. You're going to have that talk with your doctor and have a shitty ass talk. And sit your shitty ass down and make some shitty ass decisions. All right? So keep your tongue out his ass, girl. He got feces, they got bacteria parasites in there. It's causing fevers, vomiting, diarrhea, cold sweats, and a headache. All right? So how many of y'all going to run to the bathroom all week long with a shitty ass, with diarrhea coming down your ass? Huh? Because you want to make some shitty ass decisions for your shitty ass life. Don't make shitty decisions for your shitty ass life. It's because you want to put your tongue in a shitty ass. Okay? You don't know what he's carrying in his bacteria of his feces. You don't know what he's carrying in his digestive system. You don't know if he's taking care of himself. You don't even know the last time he went to the doctor to go get him a colon cleanse, get him an STD panel. You don't know what's going on. You just spreading his cheese and putting your tongue in the crack of his ass. Okay? When are we going to learn that some things we just don't digest? Some things are truly not edible. Okay? Shitty town, she went to shitty town. She put her tongue in his shitty ass. She came up with a bacterial parasite. His feces got some parasites and some bacteria in his feces. Okay? They couldn't identify the species. Shitty town. She went to shitty town. Now we got to have a shitty ass talk and deal with these shitty ass decisions, because we made a shitty ass poor decision, and now we living in a shitty ass world. Okay? We live in a shitty ass world, and people do some shitty ass shit. Cause people could be some shitty ass people sometimes. Ain't it shitty? I know it's shitty. But we're gonna make better decisions and make wonderful decisions for our tongues, our bodies, and what we ingest, and what we decide that we're gonna devour in our mouths. Cause some things really are not edible. Shitty town, she with the shitty town. She put her tongue in his shitty ass and came up with a parasite bacteria. He had some bacteria and some parasites in his damn feces. We couldn't identify the goddamn species. Shitty town. She with the shitty town. We got to learn to stop making some shitty ass decisions because we're going to deal with some shitty ass consequences and some shitty ass repercussions. Get back at me. Let me know how you feel about this. Women are running around, parasites and bacteria all in their digestive system all over again because they keep making shitty ass poor decisions. And they're facing shitty ass repercussions and shitty ass consequences because they made shitty ass decisions. Ain't it a shitty ass world? Well, we ain't gonna keep on making shitty ass decisions. We gotta make smart decisions someday. Okay? So stop. Next time you think about putting your tongue in a crack of his ass, think about when's the last time he went to a Hygiene cleanse place to give him any type of colon cleaning? Or does he even go to the doctor at all? You don't even know. Some people don't even know what a colon center looks like, okay? Where they just sit you there for an hour and you just wash your colon cleanse out. It feels so relieving. But people don't know about that. That's a good thing to do in your life. Go there at least 2 times a year to get that colon cleaned out. Sometimes they say come back 4 times because it's parasites. She told me it's parasites that lives in the feces. So putting your tongue in a crack in his ass, it's going to be some shitty ass shit coming out of that decision. So we're going to stop facing shitty ass repercussions and some shitty ass consequences, okay? Because this is a shitty ass world we live in. It's just shitty. I'm just sorry to tell you that. But listen, shitty town. She with the shitty town. She put her tongue in his shitty ass. He had bacteria in his feces and parasites. Nobody knew how to identify this species. Shitty town. She with the shitty town. So think about it. Next time you think about putting your tongue in his booty hole, understand that there is a parasite living in his feces. Shitty town. She put her tongue in his shitty ass. We got to stop making shitty ass consequences and shitty ass repercussions and stop making shitty ass decisions. We'll have a shitty ass talk because we live in a shitty ass world.